They used to call them retards, but now you have to call them mentally impaired. You see, we have to change the wording on everything because someone doesn't like it. Well, a lot of things you're not going to like in life, and that's just life.
These parents that try to shield their kids from every little thing. I can't wait till your kid gets his first job, especially these homeschooled kids, goes out and gets their first job, and he was tired the night before and didn't get a report in. So his mother let him get away with it. So he thinks work will let him get away with it. But guess what? Work don't, because this is live. And he loses his big account, has a breakdown, grabs a gun, goes home, blows his family away. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
And parents that have kids that go out and kill have themselves to blame for them because their kids cannot handle the stress. And I did just say that.
Right. But it really pisses me off. It does. Everybody is so damn politically correct.
I want to barf. I'm sorry, that's not politically correct. I got to vomit.
And this 7-year-old boy, all he did was recite a Bible.
Should be given a medal.
And then he gets arrested, and gets his parents called. And it's it's really ridiculous. But I don't know. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns about any of tonight's stories, you can contact the B.AND.R Show 754-200-3171 or email us thebnrshow@yahoo.com. We also invite you to visit our Facebook page, Political Buzz. That is POLITICAL Buzz BUZZ. Now, did you have anything else you wanted to say about this story? Now, for those of you who haven't heard this yet, the Homeland Security is actually using private contracting vans to transport and release illegal aliens and the refugees inside, the United States. So now we're back to this again. We're back again to them just putting all these refugees back into the United States when they know what's going to happen. This is one major problem I have with the Obama administration. That is it. I don't think we should be bringing all these damn refugees in so they can shoot everybody up. I don't think so. What's the problem here? Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. Every country they have been to, they either say, praise Allah, death to America, and then we have to sit back and deal with it? Are you kidding me? This is so ridiculous. I am sick and tired of everybody bitching because their family got shut up, but yet we're bringing these people in. And here's what I don't get either. They're calling they have what they call OTMs, or other than Mexicans. That's what they're referring to them as, OTMs, other than Mexicans.
That isn't politically correct. They should be other than Mexicans, not OTMs. Okay.
Now, 35 were actually transferred through 116 miles north from Tuscan to a Phoenix bus station. And then they're giving these refugees jobs and
food stamps.
And one of these refugees that they brought in actually was in Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay. and he had supposedly, I don't know what happened. This was a long time ago. He fled from their country, got out of Gitmo, went back, and now he's back in America. So it was a long process. I don't know the whole story on that, but I will try to get that to you as soon as I can. But no, and it's really ridiculous. We can't keep bringing these people in. We can't keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna let them on food stamps because they're a Syrian refugee." And all they've done is terrorized the United States. Okay, I take that back. Not the United States, but Germany, England, and all the other countries they've been to. And it's pissing me off that we're just letting these people in. Because we have to be politically correct about it and help them out. But yet we have stories like this. Homeland Security using private contracting vans to transport and release illegal aliens and Syrian refugees inside the United States. It really saddens me. Now, a security company actually contracted by the United States government is driving these other OTMs or other than Mexicans from the border to the Tuscan sector where they were in custody in Phoenix. They're calling this little holding place for these refugees or other than Mexicans the G4s, the G4S. And they claim to be the largest leading security solution group in the United States. G4S. Well, if that's secure, why are these people jumping over these borders? Like all these Mexicans that come over and jump over the border. Well, the border's not that secure then. I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, that's the problem. It isn't that secure.
It's not. Now, some Border Patrol agents and the supervisors from the Border Patrol have actually spoke against their government. Well, I wouldn't literally necessarily say spoke out against their government. I would say they're speaking out against what's actually going on with these contracted vans and other than Mexicans or OTMs. Now, this was actually brought up before Congress and the Supreme Court. Nothing's actually happening. Of course, it's a government agency, so nobody's going to get prosecuted. As usual. That's just the way that works. Big Hoss, do you have anything to say about this?
No.
Excuse me.
Well, you found that a little hard to swallow, Big Hoss.
I think so.
Well, Big Hoss finally not having something to say.
But,
that's the only thing I do agree with Trump on, is the borders aren't secure.
so, I mean,
But you know, if you'd be smart, I think I may have solved the crisis. Don't build a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give them a tunnel. Build this little tunnel thing that we run them into, but we turn it back around so that when they come out the other end, they're back in Mexico. Be very simple.
Oh, okay.
They just back in Mexico.
No.
But, oh my, United States don't look much like Mexico. Okay.
So, I mean, it's all a matter of opinion if you're for stronger borders or not. It's all in a matter of opinion, but you have to understand the consequences and negative. There's always negative consequences and positive consequences for everything you do, and that is just a life. So you take your pick, you know, and that's just the way it is. Take your pick, and then it's either bad or good. So I don't know. It outrages me that this would even happen. It outrages me that the government thinks they're above everything because they're the government.
Like our last story, the country used to mean something, and I wish all you people would just go home and give me back my country when it actually stood for something.
Newsflash: this isn't we the government. It is we the people. That's how the Constitution starts out. We the people. In order to perform a new perfect union. So, just take those words into consideration. We the people.
Well, we the people say go home.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Shadow Man. As I said before, what we're going to start doing is taking about a 5-minute intermission break after the Shadow Man goes off. We'll start doing that, and then we will return back to the show. So, with that being said, here is the Shadow Man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First off, I want to say, give you a happy greetings about it's D-Day, and to all the people, all the veterans, for surviving D-Day. Yes. You know, if it wasn't for the military, I don't know what we'd be doing right now. I mean, I love the military. Of course, I'm from the Marine Corps family. But they are there for us. And we also have to remember all the wars that we've been through. And all these wars have been for your freedom, for our freedom. Yes, they all have been for our freedom. Right now, it's going to be for our freedom too. Our freedom to send these people back to where they belong. Unless they can survive and, you know, give in. Well, not give in, but unless they can survive and say that we'll help with what you're doing, they shouldn't be here. But today is D-Day, and to our veterans, thank you so much for everything that you've done for all of us. Anyway, now I'll go back to being the Shadow Man again. Today I decided to start on Dark Shadows, which actually started back in 1795 with the original Barnabas Collins, Joseph Dupre. We had Joshua Collins, Jeremiah Collins, Naomi Collins, Daniel Collins, Millicent Collins. Talk about a real bitch. Anyway, witch. She really was. But anyway, she was also the sister to Daniel Collins. So all the Collins family started across in England, and then they came to America. They loved America. They started in Collinsport. I can remember reading about this in the original Dark Shadows book. And yes, there was actually a Collins family. And there was actually a Collins family in Maine. I don't know if I was only told this was a dream that Dan Curtis made up, but you never know. Dreams can be realities. Who knows? Anyway, so I do appreciate everything that you guys want to know about Dark Shadows, because I can give a lot of information on that. But one thing I wanted to find out, in your opinion, the people who know of Dark Shadows, every single time it's been on TV and it's been recast and redone and recast and redone, they've always had Barnabas Collins, they've always had the Victoria winners, Joseph Dupre, that sort of thing. But let me ask you something. If you remember the original Dark Shadows, do you remember the other storylines they had?